On May 1st, Jordan Brand dropped the Retro 13 in the Red Flint colorway. Now, this seemed to be one of the easiest cops in a very, very long time, which was kind of surprising to me because everything's been so hard to get for so long. Even general releases that don't even have much resale value seem to sell out in seconds, and they're almost impossible to cop manually. But not when it came to this release for whatever reason. I know several people who caught multiple dubs on this sneaker, whether it was a retailer or through the Nike sneakers app. And even myself included, I was able to get myself a pair, I got my friend a pair, I was even able to secure a grade school pair for another friend. So it's actually kind of surprising to me that Jordan Brand can actually make sneakers available to the public when they choose to. They just normally choose not to. But in today's video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the Air Jordan 13 Red Flint, and I'm going to give you my thoughts and opinions on it. And we start right now. So guys, it really seems to me that anybody who wanted to obtain this Retro 13 in the Red Flint colorway was able to get it. Now I know some people passed on it because it wasn't the OG Blue Flint and stuff like that, but a lot of people did want to get this sneaker and it seems like they got it. So I want to give a special shout out to all two of y'all that caught the L on this sneaker. Hey, they're not even going for that much out on the resale market, so if you want to pick it up, you know what I mean, just spend an extra couple bucks, you'll be able to get it. But, you know, for the rest of us, we actually got this sneaker. Now, I got one pair from the Nike sneakers app, and I got another pair from Finish Line. And then I got a grade school pair from Finish Line. And I know other people who did the same thing. It seemed to be like, you know, whenever you're sitting in Finish Line or Foot Locker, a lot of people were getting through. People were actually able to cop manually. So, I mean, like, even myself included, and I never put any stock in, you know, copping manually on any of those sites because they are terrible. But, you know, in this case, you know, Jordan Brand must have had a lot of stock or something like that because the sneaker did sell out, but everybody got it as well. So we're going to start off with the men's pair here. And comes in your Jordan 13 box. A lot of 13s and 14s come in this silver box with the red Jumpman on the lid. And on the other side, you have the size tag. And this is an Air Jordan 13. And the official colorway is Gym Red, Black, Flint Gray, White. And this is a personal pair, size 8. Now opening up the box, inside you have your white tissue paper. It's plain, has nothing on it. And here is our first up close look at the Red Flint 13. Bam! Now, normally I don't go after Air Jordan 13s, and the main reason for that is I actually have a friend whose favorite sneaker is the 13, and he tries to cop them all. So normally what I do is I go after them for him, and then if I'm able to secure it, I give it to him for retail, you know, whatever I paid for it. But in this case, I decided to put my own claim in this time to try to get the sneaker. And my first impression right out of the box when it comes to this one is this is pretty dope. It's not the greatest sneaker in the world. I could have definitely lived without it, but I'm not mad that I have it either. Now, with that being said, this not being a must-have sneaker for me, I actually do like it in hand. I mean, the materials seem to be pretty nice. It's exactly the same as the Blue Flint, but the only difference is where there was blue, there's now red. You still get that suede nubuck material down here in the midsole and on the back of the sneaker. You do get the 3M material on each side. You do get that white leather tongue. It does have a black Jumpman there. I mean, you do get the paw print. I mean, it's basically the same sneaker. I mean, there's really not a whole lot to go over if you're familiar with, you know, pretty much any Jordan 13, but especially the Blue Flint. It's pretty much exactly the same except for the color difference. And as you guys could probably imagine, they actually look so much better in hand than they do on a computer screen or a phone screen or anything like that. So if you were kind of on the fence about this and maybe you passed on it because you weren't really sure about it, in hand, it's very, very nice. And now we're going to look at the grade school pair. Now, the grade school pair comes in like a Jordan 1 low, Jordan 1 mid box. So it's a totally different box. So you get the gold Jumpman on the lid there. Gold Jumpman on that side. Gold 23 on that side. If you had a Jordan 1 low box, it's the same exact thing. And the official size tag here reads Air Jordan 13 Retro, GS for grade school. And the official colorway is the same. Gym Red, Black, Flint Gray, White. And this is a size 6.5Y. As soon as you open up the box, you get that same plain white tissue paper. And let's take a look at this sneaker. Give you an up close shot of that. Now sometimes Jordan Brand alters the grade school pairs from the adult pairs, but in this case, they're exactly the same. I mean, there's no major difference except for the size difference, one being bigger and one being smaller. It's pretty much exactly the same sneaker, same materials and everything like that. So just keep that in mind if you want to get a grade school pair for, you know, a kid in your life, or, you know, maybe a woman or something like that that can fit into these. They're pretty much exactly the same. I don't see any difference whatsoever. I know, like on the Carmines and stuff like that, the grade school and the adult pairs, you know, you could tell a lot by like the back of the sneaker. But besides the size difference, they're exactly the same. So now that I've actually spent some time with this sneaker, I'm going to do something that I don't normally do, and that's give you a rating between 1 and 10 on how I feel about this. Now, I don't normally do this because it's pretty easy to tell if something's dope or not, or if I like it or not. But in this case, because I don't really rock with the 13s all that much, I think it's important to get my point across on why I feel the way that I do about it. So from a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give this a 7.5, which I think is a great score. You know what I mean? The materials feel very, very nice. Seeing the colorway with my own two eyes, I think it looks very, very nice. And it's a light sneaker too. It's something that I could wear all day going shopping, or if I have to go to a family function or something like that. Like, you know, it's not going to weigh me down. And a lot of people don't factor that in when they buy sneakers, and then when they got to go somewhere and wear it all day, you know, their feet hurt and stuff like that. So that's important to me. Also, the colorway does pop very, very nicely. I do have a lot of outfit ideas that I think are going to work very, very well with this colorway. But I can't give it really any higher than a 7.5 because, in my opinion, this isn't something that I need. You know, it's just another red sneaker, in my opinion. You know, if you missed out on this and you want to go out on the resale market and spend $230, $240, $250, you know, on this, you know, I recommend it. Like, it's a nice sneaker. But if you passed on it or took an L, it's not something that you need to add to your collection. So, you know, with that being said, like, I can't give it any higher than that because this just is not a sneaker that you really, really need. And you know what I'm actually wondering? Like, is Jordan Brand going to come out with, like, more colorways in the Flint? You know, we're going to get a Flint Court Purple and stuff like that. It's kind of interesting that, you know, they're doing these different colorways and stuff like that. I know they got to do different things in order to, you know, get us to keep spending money. But, you know, I could just see them, you know, doing more colorways with different Flints and stuff like that for the 13. But, guys, I want to know what you guys think about the Jordan 13 in the Red Flint colorway. Was this a cop? Was this a pass? Is this dope? Or is this trash? Comment down below and let me know what you think. I'd like to thank you all for rocking out with me and watching another video. Before you guys bounce out, if you haven't already done so, hit that like button for your boy. And if you're new or you haven't yet already subscribed, hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you never miss any content on sneakers, gear, or sports related items. And until next video, peace.